sewing friends, Deb here, Slap Happy Sewing, coming to you with another edition of Friday Sews, but on Sunday this time, because Friday's a difficult day sometimes. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to vlog up some of the things that I have made over the last while when I had a gap, and I want to show you them because, yeah, I know that I like to see other people's makes and I like to see what they look like on them. So without further ado, we'll start with this one, which is the Tempo sundress. Okay, so I made really a muslin of this one, and if I move over a bit I can put it here. So I actually made it out of the bottom, the underside of a duvet cover, and yeah, I mean, there were good things about this dress, but one of the main things was it just didn't fit me well enough. And I don't know if it's because, you know, the shirring at the back, this bit, the shirring part at the back is, maybe I made mine a bit tight or something, but I kind of felt like it wasn't big enough in the bust. And then it was kind of flapping here, which is a common thing with me. I'm kind of quite bony here, but I've got this big bust. So I played about with it a bit, as you will see, and yeah, and in the end I don't know why I spent so much time fiddling with it, because it turned out really that I didn't like the length either in the end. So I added that little frill, but that was the only material that I had, extra material that I had. So so what happened in the end is I did finish the dress and I gave it to my daughter when she came over, and actually she's a lot shorter than me and the length is perfect for her. Actually on what is her name, Nat Tucker, Make It Look Easy, she's like a fashion vlogger, style vlogger. I don't always like her stuff, but she does come up with some good ideas. But she said good lengths for a dress are past the big muscles of your legs. So, you know, where your leg is, I mean, I have got big thigh muscles. So if you have your dress there, that's a good flattering length. And another one is below the big calf muscle, and my calf muscles are big too. I've got quite muscular legs, tree trunks, my husband calls them. Yeah, so it was all right in the end, but to be honest, I don't think that the dress suits me very much. I think it's too square. I've got very square shoulders, I'm solid in the middle. I don't think it did anything for me, and I don't think I'd bother to make it again. So that was that one. The next one was this, I've just dragged this out of the wash bin. I'll show you the pattern first. It was the Breckenridge Henley. And what I've been trying to do is to consolidate all my fabrics in so that it's only in one room and not spread out of the house. So some of this fabric I thought, well, I could use it and I could make something with it. So this is a nice cotton jersey, and I made this Breckenridge Henley, and hey, it was a muslin. It was originally a dress. I had a lot of fabric, but I didn't like it as a dress. So I shortened it to a tunic. Didn't like going through my machine. My Janome machine does not like sewing cotton jersey. So if I show you here, you can see what the problem is. I mean, I have worn that about 4 days. I noticed it got worse the more that I wore it. It's got this little kind of bend here in the neck, and I found that little bend just sort of stretched out and became something odd over time. Now it might be that maybe I need more room in the bust, or maybe it's too tight up here. I mean, if you've got any ideas, let me know, because I don't really want to make another one of these unless I can sort out what the problem with this one is. So I'm hoping that the pictures I'm showing you will show you what I mean. So that was the Breckenridge Henley. I mean, it's perfectly wearable, and I've been wearing it home. It's actually lovely and warm. It's very thick cotton jersey. And the third thing was, same thing, sorting out my fabrics. I thought I found these fabrics. These I had bought on AliExpress, and they were just sitting there, and I thought, shall I get rid of them? And I thought, well, maybe I could just make like a little tank top out of them, and there was enough material. So there's one of them, and here's another, and I have got the fabric for a third. Now, often you would usually, for the summer, a tank top, although they're pretty colours, I think you would want them to be cotton, and they're not, they're polyester. However, in the winter, I do find actually wearing shiny t-shirts or shiny vests is quite good, because you can put a jumper over them and it doesn't stick, you know, it slides on and off better. And I've actually got a third one cut out. If I just show you the pattern here, this has got a very, so I think I'll feel good that I made 3 little, oh, I hope that's not over my bust. No, I don't think it is. So I think I'll feel good that I made 3 of these tanks, and hopefully I will wear them as vests in the winter. So we'll see. They didn't take long to make it anyway. I must say, this Summer Basics tank is a very nice cut around the sleeves. It's like it doesn't gape under your sleeves. Yeah, I thought it fitted me quite well. So what else was there? Oh yes. Oh, by the way, what I'm wearing, I'm actually wearing a Metra blazer. This was the muslin, the first one I made, and it was a bit short, and it wasn't warm enough, so I put a little lining inside it. But I do wear it actually at home. To be perfectly honest, I spend most of my life at home these days. I work at home, and I work at home a lot of the time, not all of the time. And I would say within a year or 2, I'll be retired. So there really isn't much point in making clothes that are not suitable for home, because I don't know whether I'm going to be going anywhere to wear clothes. Right. Yes. Oh, another thing. I did make this, which is that's the other side of the duvet cover. This is a muslin for the Love Notions lyric dress, and it was a dress originally, and I cut it down and thought, oh, maybe I can make it into a jacket or something, and then I've just put it aside because I'm not sure. The problem with this is the fit's not bad. It's a little bit bigger up here still, even though I made a size 18 up here, and then from, you know, about there down size 20, as I usually do. But what I found with this is it's not got a lot of ease in the waist, and I'm a bit thick in the middle, and I found that when I pinned up the dress and sat down, it didn't work very well. Just to show you what I mean, so here it is. It's over my Rhapsody blouse. I think it needs a little bit more room in the waist, because if I were to sit down, that would pull. So I think it needs a bit more ease in the waist. You might have wondered why I said that I could turn it into a jacket. It's quite obviously the wrong side here. I was actually thinking I could dye it because it's linen. But then, yeah, I sort of thought, well, don't keep fiddling and fussing. Go back to it some other time. Anyway, there we are. That's the lyric dress. So I think that's me. Yeah, so that's me. And that's all I've got to vlog up to you this week. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for all your lovely comments, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that this was useful to you in some way, and if there's anything else you would like me to talk about, please say so. Until next week then, bye.